1.7 million damage. In today's video, guys, I'm gonna share with you my secret epic weapon in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to another video. I'm Skratch. Yes, we do have the epic empowerment in the game, and I gotta say it, she is one of the very few epic champions that I really got excited for to be able to empower her. That's how my epic empowerment looks for the moment. I don't have a lot of +4 characters, guys, but I'm very excited for Alika. She is indeed my secret weapon. You guys know I'm a simp for this champion. She deals so much damage. We're gonna see what we can do with a +4 5-star awakened Alika. I wish I would have that 6-star on her. That will definitely make her look much better, gain some more speed. But overall, I feel like she's definitely very strong in this way too. Seems like I have a bit of an excess on the crit rate. I could actually gain 75 more attack if I would want to spend the gems to reset the masteries, but probably I'm not going to do it, you know. Here we are, 47k HP, 6.5k attack, 3k defense, 238 speed, 105 crit rate. I could drop 5 for more attack, 257 crit damage, 314 accuracy, guys. Now, how you may notice, the empowerment actually adds in a lot of stats. We're gaining 10 speed, we're gaining crit rate, we're gaining crit damage, accuracy, everything, right? So the epic empowerment is definitely something that is really solid in the game at the moment. A big fan of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you guys feel like now empowering epic champions will kind of like put you in a spot where, like, well, I have less food for champion training events, etc., or it will put you in a place where you're like, okay, I'm gonna build more epic champions now. I need them anyway, you know. So I'm curious to kind of like hear your thoughts. Of course, none of her gear is ascended to have the right stats on, guys. I could definitely gain a lot of attack, more crit damage, etc., if I would work on the ascension for the gear, you know. As a blessing, I have Heaven Cast. I feel like this is definitely giving her the best value, and I'm gonna explain in a second why. You are gaining extra damage for each buff, 1.5% to be more specific. Crushing Rand is going to be super strong for PvE, guys. You're gonna ignore a lot of defense. Anyway, this one right here is one of the hardest hitting skills in the entire game on an epic champion. It's a single hit, but it's on a 2-turn cooldown and ignores 50% of the target's defense. We're gonna see what sort of numbers we can drop in with Alika. Now, a lot of people always say, well, I have no lockout champions. It's so hard with a Warlord, Yumeko, Crixia. I do not disagree with that, but you do have other options that can actually help you out in a fight if you're utilizing the characters right. So one of them being Alika, of course, attacks all enemies, has a chance of increasing the cooldown of all enemy skills by 2 turns, guys. So that's actually gonna be nice. They're gonna take a turn, and then they're gonna be locked for another one, which will give you a chance to really smack the enemy team, either if you're running a bomb champion or something like that next to her. The next option is Basher. I will do a video on Basher in a little while. I haven't done one in probably like 5 years since I put him on the map, made him a bit popular, you know, with that skill, but definitely looking forward to do it again. The problem with Alika, she needs a lot of books, right? But let's see what exactly we can do with this champion. So I do want to take the heads down pretty quick, guys, just to kind of like see the damage on decapitated heads. That's kind of like what I'm curious to see her damage rather than on non-decapitated heads. I want to see if it exceeds a specific amount of damage or stuff like this. We have Rotos in the team as well. We're gonna see a bit of difference too. So we have Rotos 392k with the A3, which is nice. Let's do that. Then I have Alika. Weak hit, damn it. Okay, we got a weak hit there. I was really hoping to see something bigger than Rotos, but hey, it might not happen just yet. We do need to put more debuffs on that head before we kill it in order to kind of like see the value out of them. So Rotos, 514k with the A2. Pretty damn nice. Then we have Alika. I'm going to use the A1, or actually I'm going to use the I'm going to use the A1, the AoE later once we decapitate all of the heads. So A1, 497, 354. Her A1 hits almost harder than Rotos' A2, guys. That is pretty nutty. Pretty nutty. And we had no defense down, no weaken. Okay, I like seeing that. Good that you shielded because I'm coming back for you. Rotos is A1 305k. Okay. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm so curious if I can actually get value out of her in the Hydra clan boss though. So I have no increased attack right now, but that's fine. 853k on that decapitated head. That's nice. That's definitely nice. And that was without increased attack. If we go with Rotos right here with the A3, no increased attack, 1 million. Okay, that's solid. That's solid. I'm not saying she's better than Rotos, but I do want to see kind of like the difference a bit, you know? Because why not? Because why not? So, do we have increased attack? We do. So right now I'm going to go with the AoE. Let's see. Weak hit again on all of the spirit heads. Damn it. Why do we have so many spirit heads? So Rotos with the A2. 1.5 million. That is nasty. And he's going to increase a bit his damage. Actually, he cannot really decrease the HP of the boss by a lot. So it won't be too much, actually. But still, it's some very nice damage, though. I kind of want to make a Hydra team just with epics to kind of like get a grasp of what we can do with Alika and other champions that are not really being used in Hydra, you know. 772k, 279k with the A2. So let's go with the A3. 894k. The difference is not that big though. That's actually pretty surprising. The difference is not that big. I was expecting to see much bigger difference in between Rotos and her, honestly. Okay. So let's do this. Put poisons on everybody. Rotos A2. 1.3 million. That definitely hits pretty hard without having the increased attack. A1. 452 and we got a weak hit. I should try it on the magic head actually, but I was so focused on the head of decay right there that I kind of forgot about the others, you know. Maybe Arbiter was gonna be better. So let's see. A3. 1.2 million. Pretty damn nasty. Pretty damn nasty. And that was what without increased attack. But still, turn 15, 41 million damage. 1.6 million. Okay. 1.6 million, guys. That's not too bad. That is definitely not too bad. That was with increased attack this time around. Of course, Rotos hit 1.2 without increased attack. With increased attack, he should be able to do more damage than her. But seeing that she actually drops in some nice numbers like this is actually pretty impressive, you know? Definitely pretty impressive. That was a nice hit right there. I'm liking that. So let's try to set it up a bit more. Okay. We're gonna get the cleanse right before we do some damage, right? That's gonna be a bit nasty. Okay, so we have the AoE skill. 157. Yeah, I was not expecting that to be too powerful, I'll be honest with you. So let's see if we can kill somebody. Maybe not just yet. Rotos, the head of torment. Weak hit. Okay, that was a force one. I should target the ones that are not strong affinity. You know, that I think that would help. What do you guys think? Would that help or no? I think it would. So we got the Heaven cast on her as well, which does increase the damage a little bit though. Okay, exactly what I just said. We should target the other affinity rather than the strong affinity. But I'm trying to get a head down so we don't have any issues with the head of torment in here. So we are able to finally buff and debuff most probably. I'm gonna wait with that A2. I'm gonna go A1, 434, 452. Very nice, very nice. Because of the extra hit. Let's try to take that head down now. Tranda. Rotos. 382k. She definitely hits very hard with her A1 though. Like, I was not expecting to see as much damage comparing her with Rotos, for example, right? She hits very, very hard with that skill. So now we're gonna go A2 again. 1.7 million damage. 1.7 million damage, guys. Definitely very solid. Please don't weak hit. 1 million. And that's Rotos with 1 million. Look at the difference. Yes. Maybe we got a bit of less damage because of the affinity, but was not a weak hit. We have Alika with 1.7, Rotos with 1 million damage. That is a big difference, guys. Definitely a very, very big difference. But you know what? Let's actually use the AoE again, and then we're gonna back out of the fight. I don't have defense down on everybody, but just as an idea, 700k on a decapitated head. So I'm not expecting to see like the most disgusting sort of damage, but still, it's definitely not too bad, you know. So let's go in with the A2, 547k, no debuffs, no increased attack, all that stuff, you know, but still pretty good. Let's quickly check a bit the result as an idea to see what we have here. Alika, 9 million damage. Rotos, 9.8. How I mentioned, I'm not expecting her to beat Rotos on damage by any means. But seeing that they are pretty close as an idea, I do think that that's pretty impressive. Epic champions, Rotos is still the GOAT, you know, so pretty damn impressive. Let's see what else we can do with Alika. Right here, guys, I actually managed to record the fight yesterday in Live Arena. This is Gold 4, right? So the highest tier. But we are doing epic fights with some of the clanmates every now and then. This is something that we used to do in the old clan as well. We always used to do epic fights when we used to meet each other. The problem with most of my epics, they don't have gear. So Gorgorab is missing gear. The only characters that I picked in here that were not missing gear is probably Dirandil, Alika, and Vogot. You know, I can't even remember who else I've picked in there, but they're pretty slow because of it. And that's mainly because I'm constantly moving gear on them when I'm doing the Curse City. So that's what he drafted right there. And Alika is definitely my secret weapon. Now all of them, they're gonna know this, but that's fine. You know, I'm gonna try to pick her first. Don't give them a chance to remove her. And I gotta build a couple of more epics. But this was actually a pretty fun fight. Exactly what I needed for the video. It just happened, you know. Sometimes it's pretty hard to match with each other. So he banned my Gorgorab as expected. The speed lead, the increased attack. The good thing about her is that she just doesn't need to have the increased attack. She's just gonna smack regardless. And having a bit of accuracy, no epics will have high resistance. 300 plus accuracy will be more than enough to lock them. Having her on Stone Skin, how I mentioned, the reason why I built her like this for Live Arena is actually really good. But look at my Dirandil, how slow he is. Vogot, Madame Series as well, you know, like they're all pretty slow compared to his champions. So right now with Alika, I'm gonna take down if I can somebody. If not, I'm gonna just use the A3, lock the skills, and don't allow them to one-shot me. You know, that's very important. Because if I was killing somebody, that Shamael could have killed me. If I was killing Shamael, then of course we would have had Mistrider deity that he was able to kill me. And that was pretty dangerous. So I decided instead to just go in like this, lock the skills, and then slowly clear up with Alika, you know. But when you have Vogot, it's pretty nasty because you're constantly getting healing. So right now I have the A2. I took his Shamael down because if Shamael uses the A3, it's dangerous, you know. So we got stunned. He still has that husk that can pose quite a bit of a threat. The good thing is that enemy max HP damage doesn't deal a lot of damage. He does have the stun control, which is massive, you know. And pretty much that was it right there. There isn't much that he can do right now. Especially if he does AoE attacks, Vogot is constantly going to heal my team, you know. But was a pretty fun one. Was a pretty fun one, though. I always pick her when I have this situation, guys. Always. And how I mentioned, she's not going to be top tier in high-end arena. But in the lower tiers, people underestimate epic champions. And there are a few of them that are absolutely insane. Let's check her damage, guys. You're going to see some insane numbers. Now I'm going to put in quite a few different buffs in here just to make sure we have that blessing cracked on as much as possible, you know. So those are a lot of buffs, right? Check this A2 out. Are you guys ready? Make sure you're holding on to something because your mind is about to be blown away. 539k from an epic champion, guys. That's why she is my secret weapon. Now, every now and then when we are meeting clanmates in Live Arena, guys, we're doing all epic fights. Probably you've seen this in the past in different Live Arena videos, and she is my secret weapon for that sort of situation. I actually do have a video from the other day where I just randomly match the clanmate, and I've brought in my secret weapon to bring me the victory. So look at that. That was 100 150k, 200k plus with the A3, guys. That's still a very, very solid damage as well, with an AoE skill on an epic champion, right? That's what we're usually coming on this stage to check all of these characters. The good part is that right now I have this skill available again. So check this out. 126k without having increased attack, with no defense down, no weaken, no anything. And we just destroyed half of the HP on that enemy, you know? That A2 is really, really strong, guys. I'm very curious to see it on the boss. And just out of nowhere, we have it available again. Check this out on that Lua. 574k hit. 574k. I'm going to let it play on auto so we can use that AoE faster. So there we go. We should have it available right now. Check this out. 253, 198, 249k. That is a lot of damage, guys. No questions asked. I'm curious to see it on the boss as well, once we're going to start putting the debuffs. Assuming that she's not going to die. I'm not going to use the A2 just yet. I'm going to go with the A1. The A1 has a chance to just do an extra hit, which is very, very nice. So we're putting on quite a few buffs in here. Of course, Battle's passive will help a little bit. And right now, we're going to go all ham on this boss. 461k. That is nasty. That is nasty. Now, I do want to try her a bit for fun in Arena too. Of course, you're not going to end up in using this in Platinum Arena. You're not going to end up in using her in a live arena in Gold 4 unless you have an epic meeting, an epic date or something like that. But for the lower tiers, a lot of people are sleeping on epic champions and they're really underestimating their potential, guys. 253k with the AoE attack as well. Super solid damage. So how I was mentioning, a lot of people are underestimating epic champions. You being a bit smarter and using epic champions, you're going to catch your enemies off guard. And 527k, you'll be smacking them, guys. So if you're putting in, for example, let me just put it like that. If you put a Mashalid in the team and then you put an Alika, they will ban your Mashalid without second thoughts, because they will be like, this champion won't be able to win the fight. She sucks. What can she do in the fight? 272k with the A1, guys. So look at that, 2.8 million damage. You can definitely surprise your opponents with her like this. I do want to see what damage she does in Hydra as well. I'm not going to do a full run, but just kind of like to have an idea of what sort of hits she's dropping in there. Monday morning, Platinum reset happened, guys. So probably we're not going to have the craziest teams in here. Let's see what can we find. So we have a UDK. I'm very curious to see how well it will play around UDK. So we don't need that. Let's go to recently used first. Let's bring in Alika. I do want to bring in a lockout champion, but we're going to bring in Yumeko just to don't drop the thermometer. Actually, no, we have a lockout with her, man. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Let's bring in Arbiter. Let's bring in Amic Trunkheart. And who else should we bring in, guys? I don't know. Let's bring our UDK in. I'm always writing UDK. It's not UDK, it's Ultimate Death Knight Skratch. When are you going to learn that? Probably never. Literally, it's been, what, 1.5 years or 2 since UDK is in the game, and I'm always writing UDK. Always. So let's do that. We put Unkillable on. So right now I can lock them if I'm not killing them, of course. Okay, increase the cooldowns. We got a weak hit on Wukong. Wukong is still gonna have a very high chance to smack us right now. But we dealt a pretty good amount of damage with AoE on the rest. Now, the main thing that you want to do with her, guys, is open directly with the A2, annihilate the enemy threat, and that will get you sorted, you know? So we got stunned. Not much that we can do about that, but just put a couple of shields on, remove the buffs on him, decrease a bit the cooldown of our skills. Hopefully he's not going to kill her, that Wukong, you know? Thankfully, he didn't. Okay, so right now, I'm going to be able to go in with that A2. Check this out. I'm going to take that UDK down like he's nothing, you know, like no problem whatsoever. Of course, this opponent is not the toughest one in the game, guys, but that's what we have. That's what we have in the menu today, unfortunately, you know. So that Wukong is constantly hitting on a UDK. Right now, I have the AoE again. Game over. Game over. Alika. And increasing the cooldowns of the skills is very helpful, guys. Even though it's just 2 turns, Trust me when I'm telling you that. I want to see one more team, guys. That's all that I'm looking here. Then we're going. Oh, perfect team, baby. Look at that. Perfect team. Now, we are, of course, weak affinity versus that Duchess. But you know what? It just doesn't matter. We have an Ursaga. 500k power on this team. 500k power. Let's see. Reaction on Duchess, good to know. We're not going to hit Duchess. We're going to go straight for that Ursaga. 269k, bang, goes down. Just like that. Now, I have unlocked the skills, so I got to polymorph that Duchess to make sure she's not going to revive. But we're going to use the AoE skill now. Even though I have the A2 available, I could attempt to kill that Duchess, which probably is the wiser choice. Even with AoE, I'm going to be able to kill most of them. She survived because she got a weak hit. That's fine. Amic Trunkard coming in with a clean off in here. 214k heal. Like that Ursaga just got eliminated. That was everything for the video, guys. My secret weapon, Alika, especially when I get to draft her in live arena versus my clanmates. Hopefully now they're not going to pick on me with this and make sure they're gonna draft her first. But yeah, she's definitely a pretty badass champion. You don't need this. You don't need her built-in stone skin. The only reason I have her built like this is because of live arena, guys, and some of my clanmates when we're doing epic fights. It's actually tons of fun when we're doing it. So that's why I have her in stone skin. But generally, you just want to get a savage set on her. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As usual, appreciate every single one of you guys watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you smash a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.